I made this video on Christmas Day. Apparently there was a technical error, so I was unable to fully document my narration or what I was speaking about. So now I have to come and do a narration overlay of the actual video in order to get my message across. But basically what I was saying on yesterday was that I wanted to wish the Prime Minister, the dear leader, and his wife, and baby Skerrit, his young son, and his young daughter, baby Melissa, a Merry Christmas and the best of 2023 with well health and more wealth. I also wanted to make a short commentary on the situation, and you see right now I'm a little distorted in my thought because I had a real flow when I made the video, as you can see. But I wanted to comment on the current situation in Dominica where they say there's no gasoline. Apparently Rubis, the main provider of gasoline to the island, found it was not profitable, which is the way it is in capitalism. If something is not profitable, you shut it down. And I also wanted to tell the Prime Minister that, you know, in life and in business and politics and in power, if people fear you, they'll always do what you want them to do. But if people only like you or claim to love you because of patronage or what you have, they're only with you for what you have. And the minute that things go wrong, the minute that you don't have the patronage anymore, the minute that you cannot provide for them anymore, they turn against you. So a situation can turn very quickly. So I wanted to also tell the dear leader that I am the only individual that I know of who have ever made any videos to send to him personally and to his family and to wish him well. I'm the only one who have called him on Anupale and spoke to him about constructive things. I never call him to say my daughters needed tampons or my daughters needed pads, which is most of the calls, and his supporters cannot tolerate an alternate. They couldn't tolerate somebody speaking. First, they don't know if a person who speaks well, like myself, they couldn't tolerate that. So whenever I called the program, the comments from the people would be to, Prime Minister, don't let Mr. intimidate you. How can I intimidate the Prime Minister? I'm just an ordinary leader, an ordinary spiritual leader, a spiritual guide, a moral guide. And I noticed that the people have no tolerance for any idea or any alternative way of thought. And I realized, wow, what kind of people it is. But the Prime Minister has always been graceful. You know, whenever I've called on his talk show, that's the time I see him smile the most. That's the most times I've seen the Prime Minister smile, is when I've called him. And so I know that Prime Minister have taken on a very difficult task. You know, it's not easy to lead Negro people. It's not easy to lead neo-colonized people. And, you know, maybe he don't really understand what it means to be a true revolutionary. And the people that he's leading are not people that you can count on. You understand? So yesterday I made this message as a Christmas message. And then I also wanted to say to the Prime Minister and to his wife that we have been friends for a while on Facebook, and I've been able to tag you with my videos. And I feel like I'm the only one who talks to you and who makes videos and send them to you. And lately I noticed that when I try to tag you and I try to tag Melissa, it is blocked. It's not going through. So that means you all have put a blocked on me. That means you have disrespected the papacy. You have no respect for the church. You have no respect for the Macandalis. You have no respect for the people who are revolutionary to the core, to the blood, because you see, even now in my old age, I just made it to 61, and I am ready for the fight. I'm ready to continue the struggle, la lucha, a luta, which is the fight until victory. So we have resistance, we have struggle, and we have victory. And you know, Fidel is the one who coined this slogan for us. So if you say you're a leftist, if you say you believe in people, you must not only take the information that people who come to you and sing your praises. You must be prepared to hear from your spiritual leader. You must be prepared to always entertain what I have to say, because you never know how things are going to turn out. And one day you may need me. You may need me. One day you might have to go into exile. I just read an article early this morning that the United States of America is proceeding. You see, these people in the Congress, these traitors, these betrayers, you cannot trust the West. They have decided that they want to ban people with second passports. And the man who spoke about the situation, talk about passports from St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua and all these places, and that would include Dominica as well. And I wanted to share this article with you and with Melissa, but I can't, because you have blocked me from sharing with you on Facebook. And I believe I'm the most interesting individual that you have ever met. I make you smile. When I spoke to you on Anupale, all the people call you and ask you for is patronage. Where's my daughter's laptop? Where's my son's laptop? I didn't get my check. My daughter need tampons. My daughter need pads. My dear leader, I don't talk to you about those things. I'm a self-made independent person who came to the United States as an undocumented immigrant, and I'm proud to say that. I lived underground like a CIA and Mossad agent for half a decade. And they were looking for me and they couldn't find me. And the day they found me, they said, damn, it was hard to find you, Mr. Lander. I am a self-trained espionage agent. And then I went on to study information, not information technology. That's weak. That's what all these lazy people say they're doing. I'm actually a computer scientist. I know how to write computer code in zeros and ones, and that is my strength. And you know, my dear leader, I wanted to come and talk to you and tell you how we can structure the economy so we can create jobs that are resilient, COVID resilient. What the Westerners want, we haven't understood that. We're still functioning under British colonial laws. Blackmore never did anything. And, you know, so I feel hurt. I feel very hurt because I hold you in a very high esteem. I hold Melissa in a high esteem. I hold baby Melissa and baby Scarrett, your two anchor babies who will get you into the United States in your retirement. But nonetheless, even if you need to come to the United States, I can get you there. We don't have to wait on the anchor babies. So anyway, I am hurt, and I'm also disappointed that when I made this video, the original audio did not, I had the headphones plugged in and something went, there's a technical error, and so what you see me saying in the video does not match this narration. But nonetheless, I needed to get this message out to you to let you know that I believe that you and Melissa are cowards. You fear the word of the leadership of the Macandal movement. You fear the voodoo master because you know the pen is mightier than the sword. I believe and we believe in the power of the pen, the power of the video, the power of the book. We don't believe in what you call this thing? When people fight in war and shooting one another and hashing one, this is primitive struggle. We don't believe in primitive struggle. We believe in the intellectual struggle. You can reach more people with your words, with your pen, with your videos than you can with an AK-47 or a hand grenade or a suicide drone. And therefore you can cause way, way more damage through the power of the word and the power of the video. And that's why you fear us and you fear me. And that's why you block me from being able to tag you or whoever your underlings are, whoever your slaves are who work on your public image from you, who say, let us block Emmanuel the First. But you cannot block Emmanuel the First. Emmanuel the First is a tactician. Emmanuel the First in him is Mao Zedong, is Joseph Stalin, in him is Fidel Castro, in him is Samora Moise Machel. Pope Peter Emmanuel I was born to be a fighter and to be a winner, and in his veins and in his blood and in his DNA flows the true meaning of a true revolutionary fighter. And in his old age he have come to wage the war of liberation, even though he knows that to fix the Negro problem is a task like the Jewish people being told to make brick without straw. But nonetheless, a luta continua, we will resist, we will fight until victory. And the day will come when we will unite all the nations of those individual Caribbean states into one nation state. And my dear leader, I wish you the best for 2023, the best of well health and more wealth. What you're doing with your wealth, I don't know. I tell you what I'm doing with mine. I'm helping those who need help. So what I want you to know, take that block off. It's a sign of weakness. You should never fear the word of the prophets. You should never fear the word of the spiritual leader. You should never fear the word of the moral leader of the movement, because we need morality. We need spirituality. We need voodooism. We need to change our ways and stop being fake. You keep talking about God and Christianity and people being thankful for what you give to them. I am telling you, it's better to be feared than to be loved. And if you think those people love you, just wait and see what will happen when they don't get gasoline soon, when they don't get money to buy Pampers soon, when they don't get money to buy tampons soon, when they don't have money to give their daughters who is menstruating a pad soon. But I will tell you that one last time, a luta continua, Victoria until victory. May the Lord have mercy and the Lord peace be with you. Amen.